Hola a todos, bienvenidos todos. Antes de comenzamos, vamos a explicar en español. Español primero, inglés segundo. Ignacio.
Perfecto. Antes de que comencemos, vamos a explicar un poquito en español y luego vamos a hablar solamente en inglés.
Y también ahora escribe en el chat, en la ventana de chat, hello. Escribe hello.
Andrés. Hello. Muy bien. Hi. Great. Bienvenidos.
And I will explain this part in English. We have right now 281 people in the program. We will start daily web meetings in June. But excuse me, Ignacio, you may need to take over. We need more participants, so we need to share. Go ahead.
Okay. Ahora actualmente tenemos en el curso unos 281 participantes que vamos a empezar en junio. El curso va a empezar en junio perfectamente. Y bueno, mientras más seamos mejor. Así que ahora vamos a contarles cómo se hace para poder compartir este curso y poder, mientras más seamos, mucho mejor y poder crecer en el inglés, en el idioma inglés. Okay, Michael.
And yes, I've also noticed that we have a special guest. It's Paulino. And Paulino, would you be willing to call in? And the telephone number is in the email, and I can also send it to you here. I will send the telephone number in the text chat, and I would love to have Paulino join us on the panel, if you would like. So we will continue. Únete a un sitio y participa. Hay muchos sitios para participación. Publica tus actividades en redes sociales con hashtag Cada Dia English. ¿A qué sitio se unió? Duolingo, Facebook, Google Plus, Canvas. Which site did you join? Escribe en el ventana de chat. Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Comparte con tus amigos y conocidos. Diga a todos que usted está estudiando inglés. Compartir en los medios de comunicación social. Diga, I am studying English. Estoy estudiando inglés. Publicar un mensaje a tus amigos con hashtag Cada Dia English. Por favor. Muy bien, Jaime, es Duolingo, Facebook, Canvas y Google Plus. Muy bien. Andrés, Canvas, muy bien.
Perfecto.
Okay. Y hay dos formas para participar. Primero es publicar tus actividades en Canvas, o Facebook, o Google Plus. Y también comparta tus actividades con nosotros en una reunión web en vivo. Es importante para participar en Canvas y en reunión web. ¿Ok? Y también hay dos formas para participar en una reunión web. Hay uno es simplemente ver y escuchar. Simplemente ver y escuchar. Las reuniones se registran. Usted puede usar la opción de teléfono. Si hay problemas con audio, es posible usar de teléfono. Y también
Perfecto.
luego unirse a los facilitadores con, ¿cómo se dice? Un panel. ¿Puedes explicar?
Sí, hay dos formas, bien como decía Michael, una forma es solamente ver y escuchar a través de tu teléfono y la otra forma que tenemos es unirse al panel, el panel que está aquí a la izquierda y ya vamos a ver cómo se puede participar, que es compartiendo las actividades. Una viendo y escuchando y la otra forma es unirse a los facilitadores que somos nosotros y participar en el panel presentando las actividades que les vamos a proponer.
Exactamente, gracias. Ok,
De nada.
antes de que comencemos, le ayudamos a entender cómo participar. Hay texto en inglés principalmente, pero también hay texto en español. Es para ayudar, para ayudarnos. Si así es como participar. Si usted es un principiante, escribe I can listen, puedo escuchar. Si es
Perfecto.
intermedio, escriba I can read, puedo leer. Si usted está avanzado, I will write a story to share. Escribiré una historia para compartir. Ahora, escribe en el ventana de chat si I can listen, or I can read, or I will write a story to share. Escribe ahora. Pedro, muy bien, I can listen. Muy bien. Otras personas. Andrés, I can read. Excelente. Bridget, I can read, I can write and listen. Muy bien. Otras personas. Muy
Perfecto.
bien. Ok.
Jaime puede leer, I can read.
Excelente, excelente. ¿Y cómo vamos a aprender? Este es muy, muy importante. Trate de entender, escuchar, pensar. Haz preguntas, haz la tarea cada día. Es muy importante. ¿Entiendes ahora? If you don't understand, type in the chat window right now in English or Spanish. Speak slowly, habla despacio. Or I don't understand, no entiendo. Or help me, ayúdame. And so type into the chat window right now, yes, I understand, if you understand how this works. Andreas, muy bien, I understand. Bridget, yes, I understand, excellent. Jaime, I understand, perfect, wonderful. Paulino, I want you to call in, Paulino, because I want you to read one of the activities or two or three. Okay, now we will only speak English, and we will try to speak English clearly and help you understand. So welcome, everyone, to Cada Dia English. This is a way to learn together in a web meeting. Welcome to everyone, and please type in the chat window right now, hello, hi, or good morning, or good afternoon, or I'm ready to start. Bridget, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Bridget is going to be my assistant facilitator today, and I am Michael Henry. I am your host facilitator, so I will help you read the activities and share the activities with others in this meeting. First, where are you from? Where do you live? Type in the chat window right now and tell us, where are you from? You could say, I live in Chicago. I'm in Chicago, but I am originally from El Salvador. Or you could say, I am in Los Angeles, but I am from Mexico. Or I am in Buenos Aires, and I am originally from Buenos Aires. So type into the chat window right now and tell us, where are you from? or where do you live? Bridget, would you read some of the responses?
Yes. Jaime says, I am from Colombia and I live in Bogota. Ignacio says, I'm from Uruguay and I live in Montevideo. Andre says, I am from Mexico and I live in Mexico. I relate to that.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Now, can you answer this? Our relationship is professional, not personal. Our relationship is professional, not personal. Type a letter in the chat window right now and tell us which one you think is the correct letter. We have many people saying C is correct, and yes, Paulino. Yes, C is correct. So let's look at the next one. We are a global company. Which letter is correct? We are a global company. Jaime says A. Paulino says A. Maybe he said A for the last one. Stop it, Paulino. He's driving me crazy. Wonderful. Excellent. It's A. Very good. So we encourage you to use other platforms to study on your own. Duolingo is an excellent platform. Many of you practice on Duolingo each day. How many days have you practiced on Duolingo if you use Duolingo? Bridget's been on Duolingo for 28 days. Anyone else use Duolingo? Ignacio is using Duolingo for 30 days. Jaime, 6 days. Excellent. We want you to keep practicing and push yourself to continue to focus on learning English. Another site that is very good is called Hello Lingo. Hello Lingo connects you with other people to practice speaking in English, practice speaking in Spanish or other languages. So how are you? Tell us how you are. Type into the chat window right now and say, I'm fine, or I'm tired, or I'm happy. Tell us how you're feeling right now. Just type into the chat window. Tell us how you're feeling in the chat window. Oh.
Ignacio
Okay,
is awesome.
Thank you, Bridget. More, please.
Michael Henry is very happy. Andre says, I am stressed. Pedro says, I am fine. Paulino wants to join from an iPad or only desktop, Michael.
Paulino would need to call in using a telephone because the iPad, unless you have the application for any meeting, you can't join via the iPad unless you're on a desktop.
Okay.
So he could call in, or he could connect via a desktop.
He can call in and see what he currently sees. So he just needs to add something, not take anything away, right?
Right, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So our students for today, we have several students. I would be willing to ask if there was a volunteer who wants to join us. Jaime, would you like to join us? You could unmute your phone and say hello. Do you want to try to say hello? Jaime, you can click on your little microphone. There you go, Jaime. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. We're glad you're here, Jaime. Very good. Thank you. Jaime, would you be willing to read a short sentence or two
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay,
Jaime,
that's
do you
fine.
want me?
That's fine.
That's fine. Do you want me
Yeah.
to help, Michael? Jaime,
I think,
¿quieres? Ujú.
yes, why don't you go ahead?
¿Quieres,
Because we would have invited him at the beginning.
okay. ¿Quieres participar? Solamente va a ser leer un par de oraciones y así tú puedes practicar tu inglés, está bien. Es bien fácil, si tú te animas a ser uno de los estudiantes.
Vale.
Okay,
Bien, perfecto.
wonderful,
Jorge,
Jaime. That is great. Excellent. We also have Ignacio. Anne just told me a moment ago that she is ill. She can't be with us. And maybe we'll get Paulino to help. We're doing a demonstration meeting today. This is not a regular meeting. We will start the regular meetings each day, starting in June and July. And we'll go for 8 weeks with one meeting each day. To participate, there are 7 activities. We share a song. We share the lyrics to the song. We share the dictionary. We share a story, or we share a conversation tip. We share verbs. We share little stories about travels, or we share a story about family. And Bridget, would you share your tip for today?
Yes. My tip is to memorize a phrase of a song you love in English and sing it to yourself with enthusiasm while doing meal preparation or cleanup.
Can you share a song with us right now and sing with enthusiasm?
Oh my. Let's see. All I can think of, I can think of one in English. Okay, are you ready?
Uh-huh. Go for it.
All right. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start.
That's great. All right, very good. Type into the chat window and tell Bridget she did a good job singing that song. Say, yes, Bridget sings well, or great job, or something like that. Type into the chat window. Just let Bridget know that she did a great job. Excellent. Excellent. You are a
Thank
great
you.
singer. Excellent. We use an activity handout, and we want to ask you right now, do you have the Cada Dia activity handout? If you don't have it, Ignacio has the handout. Just type into the chat window and let us know if you have the handout. Jaime has the handout. That's wonderful, Jaime. Excellent. Do you have the Cada Dia activity handout? Andreas has the handout. Wonderful. If you don't have it, you can go to the link and you will be able to find the activity handout. What activities have you done? Have you shared a song or have you shared a word with others, or a story, or a verb, or a conversation tip, a travel story, or a family story? If you haven't shared a song or an activity, will you share a song or a word or a story or a verb? Just type into the chat window right now and say, I will share a song, or I will share a word. Andreas says, I will be sharing a song shortly. Excellent, Andreas. That's wonderful. Great. Bridget, would you read the instructions for the song activity?
I'd be glad to. First, find a song in English to share. Find the lyrics and a translation. Listen to the song and write 3 questions about the song. Then, share the song and the questions with others. Finally, use the hashtag Cada Dia English. And now, please write, what is your favorite song? Please share in the chat window, what is the name of your favorite song? And Ignacio says his favorite song is Yellow Submarine. Michael's favorite song is Sounds of Silence. Jaime likes Blow Wind Blow by Tom Waits. I bet that's a little bit sad. And Andres says, Dance Me to the End of Love.
Excellent. Very good. Wonderful. So now we will ask Ignacio to share his song with everyone. Welcome, Ignacio. What song will you share with us?
Hello, welcome everybody. I would like to share a song called When I'm 64 by the Beatles. And I'm going to read it because I am not a very good singer. So I'm going to read Bridget is a good singer. My voice is horrible.
Okay.
When I get older, losing my hair many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine birthday greetings bottle of wine? If I've been out until 2:45, will you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me? When I'm 64, you will be older too. And if you say the word, I could stay with you. I could be handy mending a fuse when your lights have gone. You can knit a sweater by the fireside. Sunday mornings go for a ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Every summer we can rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight, if not too dear. We shall scrimp and save grandchild on your knee. Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating point of view, indicate precisely what you mean to say, you're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer, filling a 4, mine of forever evermore. Will you still me? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Excellent. Very good, Ignacio. Tell Ignacio how wonderful that was to hear. Oh, there's Katya. Hello, Katya. Katya is in the meeting. So
Okay.
the second paragraph, I'm going to read part of that because there's a word in there that is very difficult.
Yeah, thank you.
Every summer we can rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight. If it's not too dear, we can scrimp and save grandchildren on your knee, Vera, Chuck, and Dave. I think they say Davey. Yeah.
Davey.
That is wonderful. So the two words that are very difficult in that sentence are Isle and right. And they have very yes. And it is right, as Paulino has in the chat window. It's actually spelled Wright. So that's excellent. Very good. Thank you so much, Ignacio. That's a great song.
Welcome. I want to just point out that the link, the video to the link, it's the video on YouTube is written in Spanish and in English too. They have the translation. while
Excellent.
you're listening. Okay.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. That's wonderful. So go to the link on this slide and you can listen to the song being sung by the Beatles with lyrics in English and in Spanish. Excellent. Did you like it? Did you like the song? Type into the chat window right now and say, I liked it or I didn't like it. Say, yes, I liked it, or no, I did not like it. Did you like the song? Ignacio says he likes the song. So I will ask Bridget. Did you like that song, Bridget? Are you muted, Bridget? Did you like that song, Bridget? Are you there, Bridget? There you are. Maybe not. We might have lost Bridget. That can happen. Very good. We're going to go ahead and continue. We've got a lot of people here, so that's wonderful. So the next activity, we have to ask Bridget, are you able to speak, Bridget? Ignacio, you want to help me with
yes.
the instructions, please?
Okay. The next activity is share a word. The instructions are: you have to find a word in English to share. Then you have to find some sentence and translations, and you have to share the word and write 3 questions about the word. Then after that, then share the word and the question with others, and all the time use the hashtag Cada Dia English.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ignacio. So now I will ask if you have a favorite word. Do you have a favorite word that you enjoy in English? And I'm glad to see that Paulino is calling in. That's wonderful. And Bridget, are you back with us, Bridget?
I'm back.
She's using her.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So what is your favorite word? What is your favorite word in English? Do you have a favorite word in English? Andreas says weekend. Weekend. Excellent. Bridget says hibiscus, which is a flower. That's excellent. Ignacio's oranges. Oranges. I actually like the word for oranges in Spanish. I enjoy that word.
Naranjas.
Blue. Excellent. Excellent. Type of favorite word. Katya. What is your favorite word? Katya, type of your favorite word in the chat window. Oh, Katya types hope. That is fantastic. Oh,
That's
my
fantastic.
goodness. Katya, you don't know how wonderful that is. Everybody, look at Katya typed in the word hope, but guess what? Ignacio, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word is hope.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
That's very good. Help share these sentences with the group.
Okay. I hope that you will recover quickly. She has a lot of hopes for the future. Wait. And you are our only hope. This is the 3 sentences that I had. And do you have hope in the future? Do you have hope in the kids? And do you have hope in the humans beings? We would say that. These are my 3 questions.
Okay, that's very good. And I'm going to ask everyone to type in the chat window, do you have hope in the future? Do you have hope for the future? Do you have hope for the future? Say yes, I have hope for the future, or no, I don't have hope for the future. Do you have hope for the future? Type in the chat window right now. No, Jaime. Oh no, that's terrible.
Oh, Jaime.
Katya, do you have hope for the future? And you can. Oh, Katya says yes, she has hope for the future. Excellent.
Great.
Do you? And now the next question. Oh, Andrea says no, I do not. Oh no.
Oh
Paulino
my God.
too. Oh. You
She
okay, so
is.
now the next question is, do you have hope in hope for the
For
kid? Do you have hope for the kids?
the kids.
Yes. And it's not incorrect to say hope in the kids, but it Bridget, help me with this. It seems to me that you would say hope for the children or hope. What you agree with that, Bridget? Uh-oh.
Sorry about that echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really two different questions, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think both could be correct. It just depends on what question you want to ask.
Yeah. Do you have hope in the future? Do you have hope for the future? Yeah. You could say it either way. Okay, and then Katya is very hopeful. And the next question is, do you have hope in humanity? Humanity. Do you have hope in humanity? I said, do you have hop in humanity? Do you have hope in humanity? Jaime says sometimes, and Paulina says no, go to computers. Pedro says yes. Andrea says no. Oh my, so we have quite a group here today. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. That's really great. And Paulino, since you're on the phone, could you use the word hope in a sentence? I hope to see you, Paulino, or I hope to hear you, Paulino. He's not going to respond. Are you there, Paulino?
Yeah. This
Okay.
happened when he trusts in the computers.
There he is. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, Bridget, would you read the instructions for the news story?
Yes. The instructions for a news story are to first find a story or news item to share, then read the text and find a translation. Write 3 questions about the story, then share the story and the questions with others. And finally, use the hashtag Cada Dia English. And I see that Paulino has a message here that he would like to be muted.
Yes, I've got him taken care of.
Or unmuted.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Yes. And Bridget, would you be willing to share this story with the group? Because I think you added it for Tatiana. So what is your story called?
Yes. My story is called Japanese Princess to Give Up Royal Status to Marry Commoner. Classmate she met in a restaurant. That's
Japanese princess to give up royal status to marry a commoner classmate she met in a restaurant. Excellent.
That's love.
Yes. Go ahead.
The eldest granddaughter of Japan's emperor is to give up her royal status in order to marry a legal assistant, reigniting concerns surrounding the future of the world's oldest monarchy. Princess Mako plans to marry Ki Komuro, a legal assistant who apparently loves the ocean and enjoys skiing, playing the violin, and cooking, according to Japanese media reports. The pair, both 25, reportedly met 5 years ago at a party being held to discuss studying abroad when they were both students at International Christian University in Tokyo. Princess Mako faces having to give up her imperial status and becoming a commoner when she marries Mr. Komuro, most likely swapping a royal allowance for the right to vote and potentially pay taxes.
Great, excellent story. Do you have some questions to share with the group?
I had 3 questions. One, I was wondering, how much was her royal allowance? Like, what is she giving up?
I think we might need to go back to the slide to find that answer.
Oh,
How much?
It wasn't in there.
It's not in the story.
Oh. Okay, that's great.
It just occurred to me as I was reading it.
Why don't we ask people how much they think the royal allowance was? How much do you think the royal allowance was? Guess how much the royal allowance was. How much?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we sure can, Paulina. How much do you think the
Ignacio,
royal...
only $1, Ignacio?
That's amazing. I don't even know how to say that number in English, neither in Spanish.
Millions. How much was the royal allowance? See if you can guess. Let's ask everyone to type in the chat window. Can you guess how much money the royal allowance was? Guess how much? Andres says none. Ignacio says $45,000. Anyone else? Paulino says $1 million. Any other guesses? Just take a guess. How much money do you think the royal allowance was? It's difficult because royal allowance is very unusual. Okay,
Yeah.
is she... Katya says $45,000. That's great. Is she scared or nervous about this big decision?
And it didn't say in the story, but the princess is only 25. So I wondered, that seems young to be getting married anyway. So I wondered
let's
how...
ask, do you think she is scared? Do you think the royal princess, do you think she is scared? Jaime says no. He does not think she's scared. Do you think the royal princess is scared? Excellent. Okay, very good. I don't think she's scared, Ignacio says. Wonderful. Oh, and Andrea says 25 million. I don't think so. Okay. Very good. Well, let's go to the conversation tip. Bridget, do you want to share the instructions?
Yes. First, find a conversation or study tip to share. Next, read the text and find a translation. Third, write 3 questions about the tip. Fourth, then share the tip and the questions with others. And finally, use the hashtag Cada Dia English.
Excellent. Ignacio, what is your tip for the day?
Okay, my tip for the day is that you have to write one paragraph per day at least about anything you want. Something easy, I don't know. Just
Okay.
5 sentences in a paragraph about different topics, for example, sports, songs, food, daily routines, books, TV show, and go on and go on. I think that writing is a very good exercise for practicing the English, and writing a paragraph it will take you probably less than 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 5 minutes. I don't know. I am cooking here some pasta, and I'm gonna put some water and some salt and and some peppers, and you write the thing you are doing, and boom, you have the paragraph over there, and you just write the paragraph without even thinking. And that it's an
Okay.
exercise. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's
So
kind of my tip.
let's ask everyone to type into the chat window which topic is interesting to you. Sports, song. Actually, Bridget, would you read those topics?
Yes. Jaime thinks that he would be interested to write about music. Paulino and Bridget think that they would like to write about etc.
Tatiana is here. Katya, which topic is interesting to you? Sports, songs, food, daily routine, books, TV shows? Which topic is interesting to you?
Tatiana would be interested to write about food.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Katya says, I like football. Okay, excellent. And Andrea says, I'm interested in sports. Excellent. So, Ignacio, would
Okay.
you ask your questions?
Yes. Some question are: do you like to write? Do you
Let's
like
get people.
to write?
Let's get people to answer that question. Do you like
Okay.
to write? Go ahead and type in the chat window right now. Do you like to write?
Oh, Rich
And
said
I,
that she likes to write about topics. Oh, sorry. It's
yeah, that's okay.
Jaime says, yes, I like writing. I'm in my phone. I was writing a long novel, but it was robbed. Oh dear, Jaime, no wonder you have no hope for humanity.
yes.
That's wonderful. I love. Tatiana
Oh,
says she
definitely.
loves to write. Excellent. Why
Excellent.
don't you ask one of your other questions as well?
Are you able to write a paragraph per day? Do you have time for that? Are you able to write a paragraph every day? I
Are
like to
you
write
able?
and like to lift.
Yeah. I
Paul,
I like.
Paulino,
Are you okay? And can you
Paulino
start
say
today? Jaime says yes. That's good.
great.
Excellent. Very good. Let's continue. And that's a wonderful tip. That's a great tip. Let's share the activities for the instructions for a verb.
First thing, you need to find a verb in English. Second, find some sentences using the verb and a translation. Third, share the verb and write 3 questions about that verb. Then, share the verb and the questions with others. And use the hashtag Cada Dia English.
Excellent. Very good. And we're short on time, so I'm going to go right to my verb, which is to learn. My verb is to learn. I want to learn something new each day. You learned something about English yesterday. she has learned a lot this week. We love to learn together. You will learn better when you practice with friends. They learn about science by exploring. That's my verb, is to learn. My first question is, well, here are some questions. I think what I'm going to ask this third question. What are you learning right now? What are you learning right now? See if you can answer that question in the chat window. What are you learning right now? Go ahead and type in the chat window and see if you can answer the question. What are you learning right now? I'm learning that my Chrome is not reliable, bro. I'm learning, Jaime says, or Andrea says, I'm learning English and MongoDB. Jaime says, I'm learning to use Adobe Audition. Excellent. What are you learning right now? Excellent. Very good. That's great. And we're short on time, so we're going to go to the instructions for a travel story.
I'll read the instructions. First, find a travel story to share. Second, read the text and find a translation. Third, copy photos and the text of the story. Fourth, then share the story and photos with others. And finally, use the hashtag Cada Dia English.
Excellent. Very good. So type into the chat window, where have you traveled? Type just a location of somewhere that you have traveled. Where have you traveled?
I've traveled to Mexico.
Where have you traveled? What country have you traveled to? See if you can type into the chat window what country you traveled to. Where have you traveled? Or where would you like to go? What country would you like to visit?
Ignacio has traveled to Germany. Jaime would like to go to Italy. Tatiana has traveled to a lot of countries like Spain, Colombia, Italy, and London, England. Andres would like to visit Russia. And Pedro says, I have traveled to Argentina. Tatiana, yes, England. Katya has traveled in Kansas City, Fortaleza, Curitiba, Natal, and Mossoró.
Excellent job, Bridget. Wonderful, wonderful, excellent. So we have and Tatiana is with us. Tatiana, would you share the travel site?
Tatiana's sound is down, so I will speak for her until she comes back. Okay, I'll speak for Tatiana. Tatiana, do you want to speak?
I know. She has to be promoted. I'm sorry. I didn't promote her to the...
Okay.
She should be here in just a moment.
Okay.
Well, maybe not.
She got a promotion.
She's getting a promotion. Well, I hate to say it, we're going to have to... why don't you go ahead? Oh, no, she's here. Tatiana, would you be willing to share this travel site, please?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. You can do it.
No, what I'm trying is because I have. Okay. Right now, Go Be is not only about travel. We are about inspiring everyone to dream about amazing destinations and experience everywhere. Our objective is to empower travelers with the tools and permission to act on those dreams, creating memories that will last a lifetime. It's okay?
Excellent. Very good. One more.
The site offers videos for different trips, global essentials, introductory experience that include visits to the most well-known sites, appealing to those seeing it for the first time. Offbeat originals, authentic off the beaten path options, most ideal for savvy travelers who has
Savvy.
experienced a destination one or multiple times. They aren't always private, but can be upon request.
Okay, that's wonderful, Tatiana. There is a word in the last paragraph, the second sentence, that's very difficult. And English words have very strange spelling and very strange pronunciation. So the second sentence is offbeat originals, authentic off the beaten path options, most ideal for savvy travelers. So the word is savvy, and it's with two V's. It's a very strange word, savvy travelers, but it's a very good word. It's a very good word. Savvy. Excellent job. Great job, everyone. We're going to continue on. We've got just one more activity, and this is the activity to share a family story and to create the text yourself. And I wrote a little story about my dog, Foster. So I will share a story about my dog, Foster. We had two greyhounds, Foster and Casey. They loved to go for a drive in the car. Often, we would go to the park for a walk. It was a happy time for both of them. Foster died last year, but he was a very special dog. He was a greyhound and he was a racer. After they retire from the racetrack, greyhounds are adopted by families. We adopted Foster many years ago. He was a big boy and very willful. I said to Terry, my partner, this could be too much of a dog for us to handle. He was very sweet, but if he wanted to do something, it was difficult to stop him. We looked up his racing record from the racetrack, and we found that he was a champion racer. It was reflected in his personality. One day, when we were walking him in the park, another big dog was off leash. The very large dog came charging up to Foster, who was on a leash. Although the dog barked and seemed vicious, Foster didn't blink an eye. He was fearless. He was confident. He was calm. I wish he were here with us today. So that's my story about Foster. Did you like it? Type into the chat window and say, yes, I liked it, or no, I didn't like it. Type into the chat window right now and just let me know if you liked the story.
Ignacio likes it. Jaime said he's sorry about Foster.
Yeah.
Andres liked it.
Excellent. So this is the end of our session today. we want you to share your activities with your friends. This is a way to help your friends know that you're studying English. But you can share stories with them. You can share these ideas with them, and type into the chat window and say, I'm studying English, which is excellent. And we are coming to the end of our time today. What will happen is when we do meetings every single day of the week, we will need volunteers for each of these stories starting in June. You can see June 5th, June 6th, June 7th, June 8th, June 9th. We need a volunteer for each activity. So we want you to volunteer and join the panel and present your activity to the group in a web meeting. Are you willing to read or share an activity? Just type into the chat window right now and say, yes, I'm willing to read, or yes, I'm willing to share an activity. Type into the chat window right now and say, I can read, or I can share an activity.
And Paulino has a question. What was it that you wanted me to read?
Well, yeah, he's there. I'm going to chat with him after this session is over.
Okay.
So do you want a certificate? If you want a certificate, we want you to enroll online. What you'll need to do is to be able to speak 3 minutes with a facilitator, and then we'll give you a certificate for Cada Dia English. Goodbye to everyone, and we'll see you next time. We're very happy that you were with us today. We will do another demonstration meeting next week, Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday. But then in June, we'll do a meeting each day of the week. So we're hoping that you will join us at that time. Thank you all very much. And Bridget, would you read the quote of the day?
The quote of the day is hope. Sometimes that's all you have when you have nothing else. And if you have it, you have everything.
Excellent. And goodbye, everyone. Thank you that you were with us today, and we're really hoping that you all join us again. Be sure to post your activities in the online course, and we'll ask you to come on the panel and share your activity with everyone else. So thank you all very much. We're really happy that you were here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oops.